Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of GoSell Weekly. My name is Sean and I'm from GoSell.ca. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the art of follow-up. When you send out people, emails to people or LinkedIn messages to people, of course you want to send follow-up messages to them, right? And this video is all about it. Now, before I continue, I just want to show you, one thing that I just found. It's really interesting. Instantly.ai is one of the tools that we use to send out emails. And again, this video is not sponsored or anything. They've actually done some research, and according to their research, this is actually a table that I just got from one of their YouTube videos that I just watched about this research, is that about 80% of the people reply to the first or second email. That's it. And out of those 80, if you can see here, 69, so almost 70% of the people, the percentage of replies is actually on the first email. So even if your follow up is good, your chances are still very low. Okay? Even if you write the best follow up ever, you're already lost 60, the 70, the odds are not in your favor. That's what I'm trying to say. Even if you do a good job. Now imagine if you do a bad job. That's why follow-ups are extremely important, but it's more important to write a good follow-up because you're already lost. The odds are against you. Okay? Because 70% of the people they reply to their first email. So even if you write the best follow-up ever, it's only 30% of the people who might respond to you. And actually, I agree with this research personally because that's the problem that we face. So because if you do a bad job in the first email, everything is just going to collapse. So of course first email is of course the most important, right? But the follow-up is extremely important. Otherwise the odds are not in our favor and we will lose it for sure. Okay. Now if your follow-up email is as annoying as your first email, you know no one's going to respond to you, trust me. If your follow-up email starts with, hey, I'm just bumping up this message, okay, well, I did not reply to your first email. Why are you bumping up this message thinking that I would reply to this follow-up, which is absolutely not adding any value whatsoever? Okay. Now one thing I want to mention here, though, let's pause here for a sec. So when I say follow-up, it's a cold email or cold LinkedIn message follow-up. It's not a follow-up message to someone you already met or somebody who already replied to you. Don't get me wrong. That's a completely different follow-up. Okay. This is only for cold emails or cold LinkedIn outreach and cold message to a follow-up message to someone who has not replied to you ever. This is a follow-up I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a follow-up with an existing client. Do not get confused. Okay. If your follow-up starts for something like this, it's not going to add any value. So just don't do that. Do a good job. Before I move forward and let you know what a good follow-up is, this is extremely important. So if you watch my channel and if you know how we do the outreach, we do it through secondary domains. Okay, we do it through secondary domains and secondary emails, and we only recommend reaching out to up to 30 people a day max. That means there's a limit, there's a cap. Okay, so one warmed up email account should send out only 30 emails a day. Okay, this means that for every follow-up message that you're sending, you could have reached out to a new person, like a brand new email, like a first email. What does that mean? This means that follow-up emails have a direct cost. It's not free. So when you follow up with somebody, it's actually eating up from that 30 email a day limit. So instead of following up, you can easily now reach out to a new person, especially if you have a really big target audience, like 1 million people that you have to reach out to. Then reaching out to a new person over following up with an old person is actually much better. Research just shows that. So don't think that follow-ups are free. Follow-ups are actually expensive. Follow-ups have a cost. In fact, follow-ups would cost you the same price pretty much as sending somebody a new message. So this is a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't just, the maths don't work probably. So they just think, yeah, I have their email, might as well follow up with them. Well, no, unless you're, messing up your emails and that you don't care about the deliverability and you want to reach out to 500 people a day using one email and all of them are going to go to spam and there's going to be no point doing an outreach anyway, then sure, you can do whatever you want. But if you want to do things right, then there's a cost. It's not free. It's taking up it's the limit, it's eating up a limit from your the actual limit. And instead of follow up, you could have actually sent out a new email to a new person. So That makes the reason I'm bringing this up is because that actually makes follow up even more important, because there's a cost involved and the odds are against you. Okay, so do a good job on sending follow up. I just got another, like, an email the other day. Hey, I'm just bumping up this message. That's it. I did not reply to your first and second email. Why would I reply to this email? I don't even know you. I definitely ignored your first two emails. Or, hey, any thoughts about my previous email? Okay, what thoughts? I mean, what previous email? Who are you? I did not respond to you. So do not do that. Okay? Moral of the story is you have to work hard on your follow ups and you have to add value. Now, how do I do that? That's the $1 million question. Okay, you have to do giveaways, you have to add value. Just think about how you can. You know your industry better than I do, right? I'm a lead gen agency. I do B2B sales. I can get you more sales. What do? I send free leads. I send sample leads. I send hundreds, sometimes thousands of free leads, not like random leads to everybody. I do research. I have full-time researchers in my team. Their job is to find people, even for people who have never responded to us. We do that, and I have no problem doing it. Why? Because my ICP is extremely targeted. So, for example, if you are any business, whatever business you are in, but your target market is, I don't know, CEOs in Toronto, okay, or CEOs in California, in tech industry, for example, in SaaS. What I would do, if you're not replying to my email, I would find a lead list of 500 people in your target audience who I think is your target audience. Obviously, it's going to be based on my guess because we have never talked. It's a cold email, and I'm going to send that. Hey, John, I know we never met, but based on my research, your company, the target audience of your company is this, and hey, here's the 500 people that I just put together. What are your thoughts? And hey, I've found those people. If you want us to reach out to them, let me know. So half of the work is already done. If you are a designer of any sort, just send them free design samples. Hey, we never met, but I thought this would be a cool design. Of course, don't use like their, confidential stuff, like their, like copyrighted stuff or anything. You are a designer, you would know this better. But do some sort of design and just send them free sample. Hey, if you use them, sure, just feel free to use them. And if you want more, let me know. If you're a manufacturer, if you make an actual tangible product, like a physical product, just ask if you want to send free samples. you know if you're a service, offer, like a SaaS or tech company, whatever, offer free trials. If you're consulting and coaching, find problems. I had a client. He used to do analytics. He used to actually go and analyze the websites, find issues on their existing website, make a PDF out of it, and send it to the cold outreach, on LinkedIn or cold emails, and be like, "Hey, I found some issues on your website. Here they are. Half of the work is already done, but if you want me to actually fix them, it's going to cost you this. Are you interested?" Guess what? He's adding value. He's doing the work. So do you think that guy is going to get a response, or the guy who's just keep emailing and be like, "Hey, I'm just bumping this up," or "Hey, I just thought I would follow up today, thought I would reach out to you again"? No, that's not going to work. The guy who's putting in the work is definitely going to get a response for sure. Okay, use Loom and you know record something. That's another thing that we do. We use Loom every day. We use Loom a lot. So when I'm sending the free samples, it's not just a link. It's actually a link, and I'm recording it, and I'm like, "Hey Dave, I put together this lead list. What do you think? I just thought I would send you this Loom instead of a long video. It's going to be much better, and you will get to see me. My name is Sean. Here's a free list. Let me know your thoughts." That is a good follow up. Okay, so do that. Any questions about follow-ups? There's a few more things that we do that I'm not discussing here, and I'm leaving it only if you reach out to me. So please reach out at sean@gosell.ca. And if you want to do cold outreach, including the follow-ups, and if you don't have time, and if you want to hire a professional like us, we do it. We do it for different industries, different clients across Canada and the United States. Please reach out to us, sean@gosell.ca, or comment below. And please, if you like this video, or if you think there's anything useful here, please subscribe to the channel, because it's going to help us a lot. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.